Right.
It's just forehead and nose.
You know, you could make a really good horror game. I'm surprised. You know, you get those like PlayStation 1-star horror games, but they never explore stuff like this kind of art style, where the further away you get, the more weird these faces look.
Yeah, it's like the same sort of thing as when you're in bed and you think, is that a jacket or a person? Because it's so vague, your mind fills in the blanks, and it's like staring at that old bloke's face. I can see 2 eyes, a nose, and a mouth, but I can also see like a cleft lip if I let my imagination go wild.
Yeah, I see the darkness. I don't know. It's like some kind of primal fear because
Yeah.
it's fear of the unknown. If you can't make something out, but you know it's a face, it's horrifying.
And that's why I'm scared of aliens.
It's a really good concept for a horror game. Is humans evolved to be able to identify faces that aren't quite human, or that to be able to identify human faces really easily. But why would you need to do that when you know what humans are? It's like, was there a point in the past where we were hunted by things that weren't human but had human faces to lure us in?
Each other. Oh, there's different species of human at the same time, weren't there?
Yeah, you got your Neanderthals, you got your Homo erectus.
You've got your homophobes and your
Yeah, they're an entirely different species. Subhuman, I'd say.
Homo Simpsons as well.
Yeah. Good old Homer Simpsons.
Oh, I want to watch The Simpsons, man.
What's your favourite episode of Simpsons?
I remember one. It's really, really sad. I don't know if it's my favourite, but it's the one that just comes to mind. It's like Bart goes to France as an exchange student, and he's just been abused.
Oh yeah, I remember that one.
They're forcing him to like make wine and stuff like that, and it's like, it's just a sad episode. He's stuck in France.
Doesn't Sideshow Bob show up in that one?
Don't know, but the way he gets out of it is he just runs away. He's crying. He finally finds help, and he's talking to a police officer, and he's just speaking French because he's been held captive.
At the end,
for so
you
long.
I could speak French. Whoa.
But it's like just crying. Have you seen modern Simpsons?
A little bit.
Marge's voice actress, just can't.
I can't do it anymore.
Her voice is gone. It's so sad. I used to have an album when I was like a kid, and it was The Simpsons singing the blues.
Yeah, there was quite a lot of popular Simpsons sing songs.
Sing songs.
Yeah. My favourite episode of the Simpsons.
Ooh, I don't know if you like that. Do
Is-
you like grapefruit?
The short tales about, like the short tales of Springfield.
I don't know.
It's nice. Can I have one of them, please?
You like it?
Yeah.
All right. I didn't think you liked grapefruit.
It's grapefruit that I like. It's tequila that I'm not too fond of, but I like that drink.
It masks. It's a good drink. It's called Paloma.
I love grapefruit. I eat it like I peel it like it's an orange. My dad, he's adamant. You've got to cut it in half. You've got to add sugar to it. You got to like eat it with a spoon. I'm like, I just like sour things, Dad. Let me eat the grapefruit as it is. You don't need to prepare it for me. I'll just peel it.
Do you know you can't? You can't eat grapefruit with a lot of medications because it inhabits the liver enzymes that break down certain things in medication. So like
It burns a lot of calories from the food that you eat afterwards as well.
yeah. So the way that translates is a lot of people who are into like LSD and stuff, or ketamine or whatever. They'll eat grapefruit because it will slow down the enzymes that breaks down the drug,
They'll be high longer.
and they'll be high longer. Yeah.
Yeah. My favourite episode of The Simpsons is that 20... Like... Because you seem like you didn't understand the short stories about Springfield. It's the episode that Steamed Hams comes from.
Oh right, is it?
Yeah.
Let's say like
It's got Pulp Fiction reference in it. Like, one of the plot lines is Chief Wiggum and Snake are like held captive in the store.
Oh, I think I've seen that.
The army guy's got one arm.
I was never allowed to watch Simpsons as a kid.
I wasn't allowed to watch Pokemon. My dad was like, "It is from the devil. Pikachu's tail is the sign of the devil." And it's like, Dad, that's a thunderbolt. It's a thunder creature. Calm down.
It's the sign of the SS. Parents, 90s. I think most of our viewers have 90s parents.
Yeah.
Well, kids in the 90s.
Yeah.
90s parents were like, they've just passed the stage of you can't beat your children, but you can beat your children in public.
Well,
not in public.
the other way around.
Other way around, in private, like
You can discipline your children, but at like I don't know. When I reached about 14 was when not 14. I'd say 12 was when I stopped getting the boot.
the boot,
the belt. I'd say like 12. After that, it was if I messed up, I had to sit on the stairs,
You used to get
and it was
chili
boring.
pepper.
It was I hated that. If I swore, if I said anything wrong, and it affected me psychologically. I didn't swear until I was 18. I was in college. I stopped going to church at 16.
You wouldn't eat curry or anything like that.
No, I stopped going to church at 18, but I couldn't talk to like my peers in college on their level. I couldn't like swear. It was a psychological block for me. I just could not do it. And even when I started swearing, every time I'd swear, my heart would sink into my chest, and I was scared.
We had other members of the family that didn't like swearing even.
Yeah. Even now, I'm not allowed to swear in the house. If I swear, my dad's like, "I will turn the internet off for the week," and I'm like, "Don't do that." Yeah, I'm 25, by the way. So some parents just don't understand the freedom that they need to afford their children in order for them to grow.
It's like my dad will say something, I'll swear at him, he'll swear at me, but we'll laugh about it. It's like, oh, you fucking bastard, oh, you little shit. And all
I'll
that.
swear in the other room, he'll hear it, and he'll get mad about it.
I've never understood, like...
He equated... I'll get mad at a game, and I'll swear about it. I'll vent. You know, it's a mechanism for calming down. It doesn't escalate to the point where I get mad, like I've said before. But he equated it to me being like his old boss used to have. He'd come in and he'd be on the phone and something bad would happen and he'd be in a bad mood and he'd be swearing down the hall.
You've got to take a picture of these drinks, by the way. It looks like we're drinking cum right now.
Ooh. We'll probably do in the next recording session.
True.
A video, and that'll be put into this.
Dr. Clamp.
But like
Dr. Clamp.
Yeah, he had basically his boss at work was short-tempered and he'd shout and everybody would be scared of him because he's in a bad mood. They don't know who he's going to go off on. And he equated me to that when I'm like venting at a game. Like I'd feel horrible if somebody else was intimidated or scared or uncomfortable because of like me being in a bad mood. I'd instantly snap out of it and apologise if I'd recognise them as being.
That's on them though, because if they think, oh, he's gonna beat me up, he's gonna just. That's not necessarily true. You can just be like, "Hey, man."
He knows me better than that, but
I mean, he's better at work. Like, you know, he's not gonna get up and beat him up because he's like he'd be instantly lose his job.
True.
Just be like, "Hey, man, stop shouting." Look at that face. That's how I feel right now. Look, Aya just looks like Cloud with long hair, and then Daniel's just like. That's such a vibe face.
I think his lips are too big.
He's giving us like a side eye.
He's got an eyebrow raise. It's like, You good there?
Yeah, man, I got a shiver. Take a look at this guy.
Get a load of this guy.
That's the words I was looking for. It's tequila tongue-tied, man.
One of my favourite reaction images that I use is whenever anybody...
Oh, Doctor.
I feel bad for shooting people down when they complain about society, but if they ever complain about society, I always post an image of Jerry Seinfeld. Is it?
Society.
No, it's not Jerry Seinfeld.
It's Ross Geller.
Ross and Friends. He's saying, get a load of this society, and he's got like the Joker makeup on him. I used it against the guy who was genuinely like having an actual rant where he was mad in like a chat on a Discord, and he got so angry at me. I'm like, calm down, man. I get this is like a public Discord, and this is the channel for having your rant, but I'm just having a little joke.
Do you know about the mitochondria? That's just blah blah blah. Oh man, this game's awesome. What do you think?
I think we need some combat.
Yeah, I think this is like the police side, the investigative. But like to play a game from this era, it's so unique.
Especially when it's your first time experiencing it.
Yeah, that's what I've been waiting. Woo, that's what I've been waiting for.
Woo, baby.
I just wanted to play it with someone. Do you? Yeah, it's just a unique experience.
Did I ever tell you about my moist critical dream?
No.
No. Alright, I had a dream about 3 or 4 years ago I was lost. I was lost in the city. I think it was like Las Vegas, and I've never been there. I was lost.
Was Germa there?
I need to get home. I need to get home. And I spot Germa in the street, and I'm like, I recognise that guy. Germa, please help. I need to get home. He's like,
this guy.
Don't bother me. I don't know who you are. Please leave me alone. Look, I've got a friend. His name's Critical. He'll come over and help you. And he's like, he leaves, and Critical comes. He's like, okay. He's like a wish granting genie. He's like, I can do one thing for you, any one thing. I'm like, please, I need a taxi home. I just need the money for a taxi home.
Jesus, 200,000 volts of electricity.
That's not a lot. There's about 200,000 volts in a electric toothbrush, man.
It's not the voltage that will kill you, it's the ampage.
Yes.
Because the ampage is the flow.
That's what keeps you in place.
So it's
the voltage throws you across the room. The ampage will like freeze your body and paralyze your muscles.
So fuses, they're labelled by amps, aren't they? And voltage, yeah, it's amp that kills you.
I had a science teacher that
really low voltage can kill you, but if the amp is right, yeah.
In the science labs, there's plug sockets on the desks along with like gas taps and Bunsen burners, and one of the students, the genius he was, left scissors stuck in one of the plugs, left it turned on, and the teacher, he wasn't an idiot, he turned it off, but even still he grabbed these metal scissors and he got an electric shock that like shot him across the room. Like he fell backwards 6 feet.